this. Show on the road. Sure. There we go. Alright. Welcome back to day 3. Playing some Pillars of Eternity. See how it goes these days. 5 hours in. Almost 6 hours actually. Why is my stuff being all wonky? Hold on. Oh, that would be why. Hold on. Start. Okay. That should be a bit better. Actually, welcome back to day 3. Playing Pillars. My bitrate was set way too high on accident, so I had to, go turn that back down.
Certainly.
What was I doing? Audio down just a little bit. Just a tad loud. That's probably good. Yes, save changes. I was gonna go to Radric's Hold, I believe, was my plan. So now that I have my 4 party members, I've got decent, some stuff equipped at least. See how it goes. 14 hours to get there. Yes, indeed. Not really sure how the whole time stuff works in this game.
Wouldn't mind having a word with our esteemed lord while we're here. Got some suggestions for him.
I'm a little concerned that we might be having a little more than suggestions for him. What's that? Peasant rises from the stagnant water. I gotta run all the way around to go pick that up. St. Gyron's Horn. Premium out. River reeds. Belts. Grab that. Little springberries. Oh, there's a little path for me to walk right here. Check turning it. Dead ends over there. Ah. So the base or keeps outer wall, a sewer gate. Or the base keeps outer wall, a sewer gate. Great spills murky, foul-smelling wastewater into the keep's surrounding moat. Slick, mossy stones form a precarious bridge across the murky water. Ahead, the iron bars of the sewer gate grate block passage. The bars are coated with rust, and several appear bent or sit at strange angles. They may have been weakened enough that you could bend them, given the means. Who will make the attempt? Probably Eder, if I had to guess. And I can pull as hard as he can, so it's difficult. However, the iron holds fast. I'll use the pry bar. Push. The groan, one of the iron bars begins to give. You heave, and at last the bar snaps free of its base. Crunch beyond the broken grate, a dark patch leads further ahead into the keep. Bars flow through it. Stream. I will come back there in a minute. I don't think that's a great place to be yet. I feel like I'll need that in a little bit, but not at the moment. I'm gonna fast mode for a second while I run back here. Garth, you have no business here. Lord Redrick is not permitting any visitors, merchants, or traveling entertainers. Best turn it around. Are you hard of hearing? You got one more chance to turn around. The guards inside won't be half so gentle. Sure. I'll walk off for a second. Don't really want to just kill them, you know? Seemed like it would be the best way to go about it. See what else is around this area. Okay. To the sewer grates it is. I'm very curious. I guess I could speed up again. Swim through. I could cinch around you and slip forward into the flooded tunnels. The walls soon fade from view as you plunge into a foreboding darkness. It's hard going, and after a long period of swimming, Allah's strokes grow slow and erratic with fatigue. But as you swim on, light begins to filter through the murky water ahead of you. You press on, seeking out the source, until you find yourself standing beneath a circular gap in the tunnel and a way out. Look at us. Made it.
Margaret's fire cast light.
Probably should sneak around then, with those kind of noises happening. Let's go through here. I should be able to get this. Yep. Anything else? Just money? I will gladly take that money. I don't know what's on that side, but I guess I'll have to go there later. There are a lot of footsteps over there. Nice. That's the footsteps I hear. It's in the Baron. There's there as well.
Hey. Varathis!
Okay.
I'm here.
Hamstring this guy. What's called? Winning shot that guy.
Aye.
My bad. Why don't you just attack him? You're gonna go forward. You're gonna go over here. Catch these guys.
Hey.
Then we're gonna hop back to the mage. We're gonna cast this. Just gotta hit all these. That did some serious damage. Alright, we'll do that again.
What?
You can run in. Oh, you can't run in. Just cast this.
I'm here.
Better can cast knockdown on this revenant.
I'm here.
Can cast winning shot on the goal.
Aye?
Possible to hit them without hitting anybody else is. Now attack them.
What?
How may I help?
Can you move back?
I'm
And
here.
You move back. Oh, wait, he can move forward.
How may I help?
You can come back in.
I'm here.
And you can attack him. Talk about micromanaging, my goodness.
I'm here.
Get it.
I'm here.
Okay. That went pretty well.
Use a weak hip.
Certainly.
Let's go back to sneaking around for now. It looks like there's just a bunch of like revenants and undead stuff. Vessels, I guess, is they're called down here. That's a large black goose. Let's back up. Back up. Everybody stop hiding. These two run melee.
I'm here. I?
You run here. And with that,
I'm here.
with the winning shot.
What?
Okay. It's dead.
And what does the flame reveal?
Okay, interesting. It looked like its health bar was lower than its max for some reason.
Interesting.
Disable the trap.
That's settled.
I guess Durance has like my highest ability to disable traps or something. Where else can I go? Okay, go over here. This will have Frederick's Hold dungeons. I don't know what's all gonna be in here.
A
Curiosity.
simple test.
Oh, mechanics are enough. That way.
Nothing I can do.
It's fine. You. Oh, that needs like a wide area to hit. Let's see. Let's do this number.
Hey.
This number.
Yes.
Some of these.
I'm here.
Shoot this guy.
Thick word and long.
Keep him in this little. I want you to back up
Hey.
to the side. You move here. Oh no! Keep attacking.
I?
Let's cast this here.
Hey.
You're just gonna stand here, I suppose. Stand here, and then you're gonna cast that.
I'm here.
And you are gonna cast that on that ribbon. No, he's close. You can stand over here.
Hey.
Go back, go back, go back. Stand there and look pretty.
Yes.
You attack.
I'm here.
You attack. Dang. That was a ton of damage.
Perhaps a little rest is in order.
You guys are fine. No need to rest. Oh,
Stand together! How may I help? Yes?
just throw all these spells out real quick.
That's not very helpful.
Oh, he's immune to that. Just attack.
Laying low.
At once.
Go in here, see what's in here. Hey, over here.
A simple test.
Bruce, I don't know who you are, but will you help me? Maybe you'll come this place. I can find my way out. Yes, it seemed like a good plan. We got in without incident. I knew the way. We were surprised in the dungeons than most of us. You'll seen some of them, fought them, their bodies at least, not their minds anymore, but their souls. The woman down here, Rajik's animator. Her name is Austria. I've heard her speaking sometimes, talking about a cure. Rajik calls on her often, but she's not curing anyone. She's only turned men and women into monsters. I watched her take the others. I was sure I'd be next. Men and women turned to this evil to cure Hollowborn. Madness. Tell me about Austria. There's something not right about her. Bad feeling. I mean, I knew the moment she arrived, things would take a turn for the worse. Nothing good comes of dealing with animancers. Unnatural with a lot of them. She's the one who transformed them, changed my friends into monsters. Said she was doing it for the good of Gilded Veil, more like the good of her coin purse and her sick curiosity. She's dangerous, and who knows what else she's got in her laboratory. I wouldn't go in there. She has a convincing manner. Spells, no doubt. You're free. Make a run for it. Thank you, stranger. I have to get back to the fork, but first some food and rest, I think. Who dare the upper floors, please tell Nedmar I live yet. Tell him I still have the carving he gave me, the pale knight. That should convince him, and perhaps he can help you somehow. Good luck, and may the gods keep you safe. Woo. Journal. No quests. Cool. I need to make sure I save, because I don't feel like time to redo all of this.
A simple test.
I'm here.
Keeping an eye out.
Anything? No. Cells.
Now this I haven't.
Oh no. Oh no. That hurt.
That's for my friends.
Dude, that thing died so quick.
How could you so weak kept?
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places. Something over there.
Bunch of traps on here. Seems like probably the way to go. Gotta guess. Camping supplies. Do that. Oh yes, this is definitely like the right way to go.
A simple test.
Sweet. It's really nice having someone with high mechanic skills so I can break open all these things.
Hey.
No.
Hey.
Can I ever rechange my party formation?
Are you sure?
Oh. There we go.
Hey.
That should do the trick a lot
How may I
better.
help?
There, go.
Hey.
You go here. You go here.
Yes?
You. Guess it's not that good.
That's for my...
Okay, actually, you run over here. And cast Holy Radiance.
I?
You cast this.
Hey.
Cast Knockdown on Revenant.
Not getting through
That guy.
me.
Varanthus! Varanthus!
Here we go. Dude, having this many people in my party is making these fights kind of easy, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I understand I'm only playing on light normal difficulty, but still.
All right then.
Different words. Anything in here? Anything together? And anything over there? Looks like if I go this way, I'll get to this half. So I'm gonna go ahead and explore this bottom half first. Save again. Slowly learn how to play the game, you know? Now that I have my triangle
Something
formation.
over there.
Don't
Hey.
trigger the trap. Okay.
What do you suppose that bally thing is?
That's settled.
That was scarily close. Yeah, about 1500 XP till it'll level up again. Where did this all go to? Oh, I forgot that. Reset. Every time I open the game, I have to go back to select this as an option. Yeah, that's fine. Get to this guy. It's probably good. Sure, I'm gonna throw that there too. What does that do? +3 mechanics? Actually, give it to this guy. Okay, that too. I'll write it. Ooh, make potions. I've ever seen 3 speed. Craft one of those. 100 to aim. Cool. I just wanted to have potions, to be honest. It's interesting to have them. Get on here.
And the
Oh no. Oh no. Or I am literally just immediately died. Attack.
Hey.
You cancel the radiance, it's fine.
I don't suppose we could rest a spell.
laying low.
I could probably do with being a little bit more liberal with my...
What?
That's it! That's for my friend!
Does this actually hurt them? Because I'm not sure.
I shall deal with this
They're
one.
immune.
I'm here.
Go attack that. Go attack that.
What?
You attack that one.
How may I help? How may I help? These ones are in for a walloping!
There's didn't do that.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah. Got a few decent little items out of that.
Not a sound.
I think there might be something in here, but doesn't look like there is. Gotta scout around, you know, make sure there's nothing, I don't miss anything. Oh, wait, I am. Giant dirt pile. Gotta remember to select that every once in a while, too. Oh, there's a way up. Still got
This I haven't seen before.
nice. Ooh. Pierce DR bonus slash DR bonus. Oh, give that to this guy, I think. No, that's crush damage. Literally, like the one person doesn't need it. Did I give it to him? Oh, that's damage reduction, actually. That's blunting belt. Yes, I absolutely do give this to this guy. Give it to my tank. Let him have the armor, or the piece of armor that makes him take less damage. Look at some. Sorry, I was responding to something real quick. Alright. Back to it. What else? Did I miss anywhere? That's everything. That's everything on this half. Alright, to the other half we go. Turn that off. Let's go over
Light,
here.
flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Here's some movements. Yeah. That looks terrifying. Oh god. Okay, you need to back up. Don't freak up. Alright, you guys gonna... Oh, you attack here. Attack here.
What?
Attack here.
Yes?
Here, you attack here. Let's go ahead and cast that on... That should hit
I'm here.
everybody.
I?
And cast that again. It's a lot of enemies. That number. You go ahead and cast Radiance Flare at it.
How may I help?
I'm here.
Attack.
Hey.
Let's have it!
Perhaps a little rest is in order.
Not yet. Not yet, fam.
Of course.
Need a reason to rest.
And what does the flame reveal?
A flame reveals a trap. Oh. More of like the people. Fine Brigandine armor. Interesting. That might not be bad. What does this guy's give? Or no, this guy. Saints War armor. The damage reduction against Pierce, and then second chance on unconsciousness, 1 per rest. But this gives a flat 12 damage reduction to the 9. 2. Did I enchant it with anything? Constitution of... Oh, I could give it of Constitution? Maybe that this one? I could give that to this one. Interesting. Make this an of Constitution one. Yeah, sure. We'll leave that. This might be worth selling. Anything else in here worthwhile? A couple little things. Another plaque.
Something over
Bunch
there.
of names on it. Yeah. Disable the trap. Warbow and some Adra. These ones should be parasites for folk of elven teeth. Interesting, interesting. I don't know if this will require the proper key. I have to find a key. That seems a little dangerous place to be. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. I don't have the proper key yet. Not that much. Explored. Okay, I see. Just need to go this half. Take a minute. Run over there. Shh. Sneak about. Okay. That's a big old revenant boy. Oh. This is Austria's room. Woman caught mid-step across the room turns her head to face you. Long curls of black hair frame her face, one side of which is flecked with green liquid. The gaze she sets upon you holds an eerie intensity. More interruptions. The woman set down the book. The woman set down the book she holds, smiling faintly. What an interesting time we've been having of late. So many uninvited guests. I suppose I have to thank you for all the damage to my work. It took time to get these people back on their feet, you know. What is it you're doing here? I could say Lord Redrick sent me to check on your progress. At last, she throws her arms up in the air in frustration. Of course he did. Thought I'd have a few days at least before he resumed his growling. Lord Redrick wishes to see swifter progress, then perhaps he might deign to provide the materials I need. Does he think he is the only one growing a patient? I am gifted with this pitiful little laboratory, and he expects miracles. And meanwhile, that old wretch, that useless priest, has the whole of the upper keep to himself. What does he provide? Superstition and useless advice? Yes, well, very well then. Look upon my progress. I have made what use of Kolsk's filthy cohorts I was able. Tell Redrick that I'll have more useful information for him once I have been given adequate time for study. If you're lucky, he won't hang you in my place. Let's see, I'm gonna save. I just want to see what's in here. Interesting. Let's load some money. Do move along. Redrick's a demanding fellow, and I have much to do. Okay. Well. Ooh, I can talk to the black cat. First, you think the poor creature's disease for its black fur seems to have fallen off its high patches. But when the cat turns to investigate a fire on the wall, you note that the entire section of its ribcage is open to the air. Some of it still is rotted away altogether to reveal a few jagged vertebrae. Oh, the cat. This doesn't. It lets out a thrilling purr and rubs against your shin. Obviously, I'm going to pet the cat. If you in a pretty pleasant mode, scratching between the cat between the ears, back fur comes away and close. You have a surprisingly light and unexpectedly pointy creature, and it purrs contentedly in your arms. Did I just take the cat? Okay. I now have a cat. I will take that, honestly. I'm always down to have a cat. So I'm gonna assume that if I kill her, I could potentially get the key that I might need. I don't want to go up this way though, right? I think I want to go up that ladder in the, what is this? Lower ramparts to keep kitchen. Oh, interesting. I just want to sneak in here to see if there's any secrets I missed. Like, I know they see me, obviously. I just want to see if there's missing anything. Like, it's obvious there's a secret door right here. But, like, how? How do I open secret door? Oh, well, it is what it is. I think I'm gonna go keep kitchen, actually. Here, save again. Let's go to the keep kitchen. Oh, I can go upstairs again. Within priest rooms, find Morning Star. I found everything. They opened it with the priest on the floor. Interesting. So if I give everybody priest robes for a little bit. And I could technically just walk around this floor. I think is the idea. Let me try that. Oh, where did I just go? I don't think I was supposed to go out here. No, I was definitely not supposed to go out there. Let's see, I don't think I'd fool those guys. I've never seen you before. I've only recently taken my vows. And who is this? Redrick's new mercenaries. I was told to show them their posts. Business. Okay. So maybe they don't all need the armor, I think is what I'm seeing. So if I go back to these guys and give them their armor back. I shouldn't have any issues. Got a gift. I can't believe someone actually wrote down that kind of thing on parchment. Unless something for you in the chapel. Careful not to go digging in the wrong skull again. Cool. Oh, I keep forgetting to do those. Put all of this into my stash instead of sitting out here.
I can do that.
Dang. Wait, ooh, wait, do I have area?
A simple test.
Hey,
Yes. Okay, so that leads to the Keep Chapel. We'll check that out later. Just need to let's see what else is around. A lot of Priests of Bareth in here.
A simple test.
Lockpicking these things are in front of everybody. Just casual, you know. Lockpicking and I'm just walking around in stealth the whole time. All these guys can see me. Hold on, brother. No one's leave their post until Roderick gives word. Where are you going? Heading back to my post. Well, it's just that there's this one acolyte you see. You new recruits running like rabbits. Save some of your energy for your duties. For sure, it turns away.
I can do that. That's settled.
I shall be discreet.
This. Bill piece hunched over a table, surrounded by scattered scrolls and parchment, examining the contents with the aid of a thick monocle. Visitors in, you're not one of the acolytes, or the guards for that matter. It makes you an intruder at the least. Cole's put you up to this, I suppose? Yes, that would be him, sending young men to dash themselves against the Keith's defenses. Would that my sermons could draw such fervor. Still, you are here. What is it you want? Giaco is safe. He asked me to tell you about the carving you gave. Oh, thank the gods. Thank you. Did not think anyone could. That is, I feared. Did not want him to meet the Pale Knight so soon. Here, perhaps this will serve as a reward. This will open a door in the scriptorium. From there, you can reach the chapel and Lord Dredrick without encountering quite so many guards. Take this too. I have little wealth to offer. Better to give something of use. I would entreat you before you go. Despite his shortcomings, Lord Dredrick follows the gods with obedience, and he has Gilded Bill's best interest in mind. Maybe that, with time, he can achieve what he desires. Please consider this before you turn to violence. It's a master key. It will not open every door, but it will permit you to access to the stairs leading down into the Lord's chapel. It will also open the doors along the keep's main hall, but you'll face heavy fighting if you go that way. I favor him as he is, a man of visions, but Kolsk has a hunger in him for rule. Even to his good purpose, he is not led by his faith. Still, he is my friend, and I am willing to assist Kolsk in restoring divine favor to the lands of Gilded Vale, should Lord Redrick. All that is. Yeah, sure. Rest for a little bit. And come back. Why did my bear take 131 damage?
Quietly now.
Can I loot your office? Sorry, Nedmar. Everything not locked down is mine. Let's save here. Circuit around.
Now this I haven't seen before.
Interesting. I mean, I guess if you can't open that other door, you can do that. Come in here. What does that lead to? Dungeon crypts. Ooh, wait. I think is that where I'm supposed to go? There's Scrivener's Corners. I thought I reached out directly. Side. Frederick's throne room. Interesting. Let's go to siege platforms. They're right there, brother. Oh, I'll ask you to step outside. Certainly, sister, as soon as I am able. You know the rules. I'm afraid I have a nervous bladder. How do you to Thrivy? Okay.
Keeping an eye out.
So it's like the kitchen. So there's the Keep Chapel and the Dungeon Crypts. I want to go down to these Dungeon Crypts. Curious as to what's in there first. Oh. So I could have come up this way. Interesting. I mean, it doesn't matter because I already did this whole place. But, I guess that could have been one way to go. So, which means, the only place left for me to go is to over here to the Keep Chapel.
Margaren's fire.
I mean, I got all my spell stacks and everything back up, so I get into a big fight, which I hope I don't. I'm trying to, at least. Let him approach. Claim to a host of guards, all of whom regard you with mute hostility. Old Rajik the Seventh observes you from his throne, clad in ornate plate. His eyes have a hollow quality, and there's pallor to the man's gaunt face that leaves his features showing a stark unkempt hair. There's a dagger discarded upon one stone arm of the throne. A thin, crimson rivulet worms its way down from the blade and past Rajik's fingers, even as he leans forward to regard you with a piercing gaze. Thought he'd be better looking, even with all the inbreeding. Though his face is calm, you notice Eddar's hands straying towards his weapon, as though with a mind of its
It
own.
is unlike Kolsch to hire mercenaries, or foreigners for that matter. And you are not one of mine, so I cannot accuse you of treason.
Ascertain if there's there, and then flinch away. You come far closer than his people ever did. Much too close. Chrono infiltration, and done more skillfully than Coles could ever manage. I did not expect it.
What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. And if he had any honor in him, he would not have tried this here, now, when I have lost so much. Oh yes, we are kin, he and I. He was raised within these walls, in fact, privy to all the privileges our family had to offer. But a greedy man always hungers after more than he receives, however bountiful. I was eldest, heir to the stewardship of our lands, and he was not.
The legacy brought chaos with it, panic and despair. Kolsk took advantage of that chaos, creating division in our ranks, luring loyal men and women to his cause. Good men, good women. He fled the keep in time to hole up in the wilds beyond the village, to play at being a commoner and court favor with the people. And while he plays at conqueror, the Vale suffers. Families, traders, all do not have enough men to guard the roads and defend us from Kolsk incursions, both. My attention suffers, and so my governance, my family. Nor can I make the effort necessary to bring about an end to the curse if we are beset at all hours by his traitorous plots. What have you lost?
There is a plague among us here in Gilded Vale. The legacy is but part of it. The rest is fear, heresy, perversion. Each incident alone is but the flicker of a candle, but together, a blaze that will destroy us.
The legacy is a test of faith. It has driven many to madness. They cling to hollow promises, to dark and terrible things. Each lie permitted feeds the fire. Every whisper from preening charlatans and venom-tongued midwives, the words of false prophets, the promises of dead gods.
The flame consumed her. My Ygritte. And our child with it. A just sentence.
Grid knew. She hid the verses from me, the tokens. She knew what I would make of them. The scattered god poisoned her against me, made her deaf to my instruction. Only when our son was born, the hollow thing, that monster, then we both knew what her crimes had wrought. Draw working face flushed and splotchy with emotion. It could not stand. What does Kolst know of sacrifice? He would indulge himself, let us come one by one, and suffer Bareth's punishment until the final soul goes to his keeping, never to return, and Gilded Vale is but a barren land. You murdered your own wife, your child? I carried out the sentence. Did you have me give her to an executioner? In the Deerwood, we see to our own justice. And that thing, that silent aberration, that was not alive to kill. Keep your recriminations, trespasser. I have done my duty. Cole stints at me. Did he not? Or do you throw his name at my feet to spare yourself? He is counting on you all the same. A distraction, at least, and an able killer, at best, so long as he can use your presence to his advantage. He relishes such opportunity, striking where he can from the shadows. Kolsk lacks the strength to see the matters done, so he relies upon stronger allies.
You are a pawn in Kolsch's designs, and he has kept his motivations from you for a reason. I wonder if you understand what it is you do, or what you might accomplish if you were better informed. You have proven your competence in your way, and had I such an ally, we might together put an end to Gilded Vale's woes, lift the curse once and for all, and in doing so, return us to a life where such strict measures are not necessary.
I'd like to know more. Raedric? It is but I alone now. The Raedric name was birthed in glory. We have been stewards of the Gilded Vale for generations, as people look to us for guidance and protection, first from the excesses of the Empire, and now from what dangers the Deerwood holds. I have inherited that duty, but my vows, by my title, so long as I am Thane, I will permit no threat against our lands, be they mortal or spiritual in nature. What has happened in Gilded Vale? The legacy. Shortly after the death of the scattered god, Waidwin's legacy fell upon our lands, and despair came with it. How could it not? And the curse took our children, our hope, from us. I knew that Bareth would not allow such cruelties, not unless we had lost his favor. Some of the village cling yet to a false faith, worshipping the dead god. They revere him in secret, even knowing what it brings upon us. My own wife, she continued her heresies against my wishes, and where our child was born, we saw that no sin remains unrevealed. No man is free from Bareth's judgment, no woman. I will do what I must to ensure that we do not stray again from the path. It has taken time to root out the last of these cultists within our village. Time Kolsch used to gather his forces. I'm willing to listen.
Good.
What do you have in mind?
The stakes are too high for rash action. Be assured Defiance Bay will hear of your assistance to me.
You're in a position to put a swift end to this rebellion. I have wasted too many resources on Kolsch and paid the cost for it. Kill him, and I can refocus my attentions upon this plight. Between the priest and my animancer, we can determine a cure. My family will be the last to suffer for this legacy. He has doubtless attempted to ply you with lies, hoping to pull you to his side. He will permit you to approach him so that he might work upon you further, and then you will have your opportunity. It's a good question. I don't know which side I would rather be a part of. I'm not really here for the man that kills everybody. I think that is not a great thing.
So be it. May the twinned god take pity upon your splintered soul.
Oh, okay. Well, here goes nothing, I suppose.
How may I help?
You are gonna back up.
Yes?
You are gonna back up. You're gonna come closer. You're gonna stand here.
Hey,
You're gonna walk here.
What?
You're gonna attack here.
hey.
Attack here.
Yes?
Priest, you're going to... Actually, first off,
Yes?
Yes?
you're going to do this number. I think we hit these guys with that.
What?
Spiderweb. Priest, what could I do? That sounds like a great thing to cast. No, actually, that doesn't. Let's see. This might be good.
I'm here.
You can cast. Let's see. You go kill that guy.
How may I help?
Hey.
You can knock down Paladin of Barath. You just got messed up.
Yes?
It's gonna hit like all of my guys, but that's also gonna do a ton. I think I want to do that and just
I'm here.
accept that he's about to get dropped. Because then I can cast Four Radiance, and then let's see. I want to cast this.
Yes?
Then Cardiac Lance on the favorite of Breath.
Hey.
I'm just gonna keep whacking.
What?
You're getting messed up, aren't you? Let's see. Do this number, that might help. Actually, first, you're gonna cast that.
Hey.
You're gonna cast this again, but like this, because we don't want to hit, what's his name with it. Yeah, that should do the trick
I'm
there.
here.
Let me check the archer. Can you cast this? Are you gonna have enough time to cast that?
I?
Shoot. I think you're just gonna cast this again.
I'm here. Arthek Worth and Roth! I'm here.
Hey.
Yes?
We gotta take better care of Vala. Hey.
Okay.
I'm here.
Not sure what's going on here. But I'm certainly not complaining about this turn of events.
Yes?
There's not really a whole lot I can do right now. Can I shouldn't have done combat, dang. These two guys are gonna fight everybody.
Hey,
Okay. Let's fight the paladin first.
I'm here.
hey.
Die. I don't think I can kill these guys.
I'm here.
And maybe if I do the fight a little bit better.
I'm here.
Doesn't help that the paladin just kills
You'll
people.
stop us!
Hmm. I gotta think about this now. I think it's possible to kill them. I think I just played it
All
poorly.
right then.
I mean, they'll let me run up to them, so maybe save here.
I'm here.
We're gonna do this number. We're gonna
Yes?
plant a fireball trap here. And we're gonna plant an arrow trap here. Oh wait, it disarms the other trap? I can only have one? Oh dang. Let's do that one instead. Did not mean to do that.
I'd be glad to.
Hey.
It is. What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he. Oh, yes.
Let's get through all this.
The flame consumed a. You have proven your competence in your way, and had a good. So be it.
What is you to be here, you to
How
be
may I
here,
help?
you to run
I'm
here, you to run here,
Hey.
you to stand here. Pretty much.
I'm here.
Hi?
And then I want to cast. I think I want to cast this to hit all of them. Or wait, could you? Oh, I can do this first. That might be better. Hit all of them. What does he have for this one? Level 1 spell instead. Let's see. How'd you do this? Oh, they just killed me instead. Okay. This is going worse somehow. Okay. Yeah, this ain't working.
All right, then.
I think I just, leave for now. Come back later. Oh wait, I could have just gone through the dungeon crypts earlier. Dang it. Oh well. It's fine. Cool. I go here. Making an arrow is my custom formation for this group.
I'm flattered.
Here, you here. Actually, I want those two swapped too. Alright, I think I'll just come back later. And I don't feel like I'm gonna get murdered so easily. I might need like another level or so to handle those guys. Still have the other half of Black Meadow I need to look at, and then I need to go to Kid Nua as well. Let's do that. So this bottom half here. Oh, I wonder, can I take on these guys now?
Nice and quiet.
Forest lurkers. With a shot.
Stand together.
Aye?
Let's see. That's that.
Hey, what?
Move over here to you.
Together.
Cast this.
I'm here.
You'll shoot him.
Be on seat.
Cast blind guys.
Worth and rough.
Yes?
Yes?
What?
How may I help?
And hit him with the
What?
That's for my friends.
yeah, kill the forest lurkers this time. Let's go.
Certainly.
So I'm making wood out of it. It's a monument to Galwan. I got like almost nothing out of the map. Ah, whatever. I killed them. That's all that matters to me. Go explore the rest of this map though. cast anything when fighting force trolls. It's just fine.
Yes?
Hey,
Yes?
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 Too bad, not too bad. What's guy have? Dead Adventure. Fulvano's boots. Oh, it's the guy that Fulvano was talking about from his journal that had the these guys I don't need these anymore. That went to this place and oh wait. Where's my actual armor? Wait, why is this fine rope better than my padded armor? Alright. This is my inventory for now. Click on you. Give him the Constitution boots. Always saving. Ugh. Okay. Oh. Letters. Okay.
How may I help?
Wayloth. Do that number.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I shall deal with this one.
hey,
Not too bad.
I'm here.
There's another dead adventurer. Oh, got some lockpicks for me. Oh, just dead camp. Ooh, a fine warbow. Yes, finally an upgrade weapon. What's that? I'm not sure. 2 to 3 damage. It's not bad. Not bad. +4 to accuracy as well. What I'd like to see. Sir bedrolls laid out on this tent, but there's no other sign of Kith. Just go fight these guys. Let's see. Bear, you take that
Hey.
one. Eder, you take that one.
How may I help?
Creepy old dude, you take that guy. Or you take that guy. Oh, yeah.
I'm here.
Yes.
You can go ahead and cast this here. Cast it again. Okay, okay. Worried. This overturned cart bristles with crossbow bolts, blitzings, darkening the car. Okay. I can go to Madmar Bridge, which would lead me to Defiance Bay, but I think I go to Cadnua first. See what's over here in Cadnua. Just off the side of the road in Cadnua stands an imposing figure, a tall, thick-set Aomayu, clad in worn armor and peering up at the outer walls of the keep. In his hand is a small piece of charcoal, and it works feverishly at taking notes upon a small scrap of paper. More than once he has to reach up to prevent his colorful cap from falling off his head as he gazes upwards. What are you doing over there? The man looks over at you, blinking in surprise. His face splits in a wide and very toothy grin, and he waves parchment in greeting. Killing time, if I'm honest. I've already walked the perimeter twice. There are names scratched upon some of the bricks just there. Workers and masons, I expect. Carving a little immortality for themselves. Looks up the wall again, expression fond. To find keep, Cadnua. 2 centuries to its name, and abandoned for nearly as
But
long.
the truly interesting part is in there. And I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Merwald. But it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests.
I came here looking for Merwald as well.
Then perhaps we can help one another. The grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I've never seen the like. I didn't want to risk it alone, but you seem capable. Together, I'm sure we could manage it. And then we can both ask our questions of Merwald. I seek a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of the Rauatai, but we possess only a fragment of it. A year I've journeyed in search of the rest, and I uncovered evidence that leads me to believe the original lies just there, beneath the keep.
Why would the Tanvi Oratoa be here in the Deerwood? Precisely, that is the very question. It is a long and twisting tale, my friend. All good chance should be. I can tell you more if you wish it, in time. I must find it.
Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exometal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for. I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I pay them little mind. Humorless sorts in long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know. I'm glad you're not discouraged. Come then. Who knows what we will find inside?
I'm here.
Boom. I think a 5th person to my party. But I guess he can go to like 6, looks like. What does he have? An arquebus. A fine Tubin. What class is he? Oh, he's a chanter. Okay. Interesting.
Following your lead.
He's got chanter spells. Field charge allows the healing of a small amount of health on an ally.
It's good to be on the road again. A wanderlust is nothing rare in the people of Rauatai, but often I think myself alone in loving the land as much as the sea. What shall we see next, I wonder?
Here you are.
What shall I tell? I am Kanarua, born in the royal city of Takoa, from which rules the Ranga Nui. There. That is a solemn enough start. I am a lore chanter in the college there. Or at least a student of lore and a chanter both.
The accent's right. You don't look like you're from Raltai. I think you're meaning my family is from the Deadfire, like you, but I've never seen the islands. My parents traveled to Raltai many years before I was born. They found more opportunity in Raltai. My mother took to crafting cannons, aspiring pirate that she is. My father's work with coral caught the eye of someone important, and then the Ranganui himself. The rest followed. What made you leave the
I was
college?
on the usual path at first. Theology, the traditions, when the Gate of Great Teeth was completed. It was all my father had hoped for. The greatest commission he had ever received. But it was also a sign that Rawatai was changing, looking inward. Meanwhile, I was neck-deep in the writing of a dozen nations, marveling at all the things that lay beyond our borders.
And in so many of those books and records, I found accounts of ancient Ingwith. The Dirans hold a great hunger for Ingwithian relics. Why shouldn't they? It was a civilization from which the Glanfathans learned to read souls. I decided that my third degree would be in history, and that I would study the Ingwithians. They were at the heart of so many so many discoveries. It drew some mockery. We'd watched Adir draw itself into several conflicts with the Glenfethans over these ruins. Dakoa had its concerns. As soon as I found it, a section of the Tanvi Orotoha, an Adiran translation of ancient Ingwithian script, just there, without explanation, seemed like a gift from the gods. How does it sound? A maze of walls, the teeth of some nautical terror. It sits outside the city and guards Tekoa from invaders and storms. Storms have always been more trouble. The Tanri, angry titans, throwing themselves against Rautai's shores. Invaders, I'm not so sure about, but perhaps I'm like the man who, being dry, throws off his rain cloak during a storm. So my mother would have me believe. King, a great king, ruler over all of the Rautai. He's led our people well, and he has treated my family very well. My father and he are great friends, as much as one can be friends with a king. Those people who are after you. Oh, them? Yes. I ran into them in Adir, or rather, they sought me out. In Adir, there were many people who had observed the Ingwithian ruins in the Deerwood, and I had spent some time conferring with their experts. In the libraries, I found accounts of sites in Ixmiddle, and it was there I traveled next. Just before that, I found myself approached by a woman in a dark robes, who bade me abandon my studies for my own safety. I ignored her, of course, but I began to have the sense after that of being followed. And after that, well, one ambush on the road I could call misfortune. 3. Who are these people? I thought it only fair to delve into their activities in turn. I found word of a lead and key, but past that it was all ravings and superstitions. I might as well have gone around asking whether someone had seen a whale flying through the air. Some might well tell me yes, but the validity of their accounts is questionable. You don't seem worried about this. They haven't had much luck. The last one came up on me on a dig site and slipped on a muddy beam. I tried to catch him. Reflex, I should think. But he went right over the side and down 100 feet. Not really sure what he had in mind, but I doubt that was it. So it seems. It's all rather absurd. What harm could I possibly do them by finding this text? Perhaps they don't like the Rautai? Okay. Other questions? See, I did not realize I could chat with all these people. Okay. Hope that a watcher's still there. Been years since I heard anything about him. What is it you want to ask this watcher kid? Some things about the past, about the war. I've been thinking, I missed my chance find out what I wanted to know. That old watcher though, he opens up some new possibilities. What did you do before this?
Other than the war, I never strayed too far from where you found me. Farming, mostly. I was never much for cities. Never learned a trade. In my younger days, I thought I was going to go preach the word of Aethys. Just in our temple there. My parents encouraged it. I made so much trouble for them growing up. They used to say it'd be best if I got in good with the God of Redemption. Of course, us blowing him up probably didn't help my chances there. But if anybody'd forgive you for blowing him up, it'd be Aethys.
The people of Gildeville really tried to
They did. It was strange timing, because we just won the war. They celebrated when I came home. There was music and dancing. Trumbull used half his grain making this big honey cake. I still dream about that cake. Like having the best lover of your life, but only for one night. And they were all sorry to hear about my brother. Took a while for word of the purges to reach us. Aethasians being murdered in the streets. Cold morn and the like. No way would they let something like that happen in Gilded Vale. That's what they all said. But the weeks went by and the purges spread. Pretty soon they weren't so sure my brother fought for Deerwood. And they weren't so sure I did. Caught me by surprise after all the celebrating. Should have seen it coming after the tailor said he was going to fit me for some new clothes, but then all he wanted was my neck measurement. Nah, not that last part. But you had to think about it. Says a lot about the place I've been calling home all these years.
You stayed for so long in town that hated
I'm sure my parents are still wondering the same thing. The Aethasian purges were like this madness had come over the town, like a disease. Seems like when you see something like that, your instinct is to wait for it to pass, even when you know it probably won't. The family whose farm I worked on, they had a little Hollowborn girl. And they heard the Animancers had this cure, the Salvation it was called. They went running. This Salvation, they were putting animal souls in children. You might have heard about it, giving them enough personality to care for themselves. You can guess how that turned out. Matter of time, the children broke down. Became wild things. Monsters. Anyway, these farmers put their family dog's soul in their little girl. For a while, the girl, she's making eye contact, she's feeding herself, albeit in a kind of messy way. And one day she snaps. They found her gnawing on her brother's bones. Had to chain her up, put her in a cow pen. Well, the mother, she wouldn't have anything to do with the girl after that. But the father, he'd visit every day, feed her chickens, toss water on her once in a while to get the dirt off. Most of the village, they'd whisper about him. Poor man, they'd say, sick with grief. He was just waiting for his daughter to look up one day and recognize her papa. He was waiting for her to get better. Didn't understand that at the time, of course, but these days I think about him a lot.
Just my parents now. They took a ship back to Adir when the purges started. Wanted me to go with them. I didn't see things like they did. Been a long time since I've seen them. I really should visit. For some reason, I haven't felt much like leaving home. Good thing they chased me out or I might never have left.
What's on your mind? It makes two of us. If you're looking to find religion, maybe you want to start with a god that hasn't been burned to dust, but I won't stop you. Aethys, he was a young man with a silver crown. Carried a candle around with him. Sounds like I'm giving a bad eulogy here.
He was a lot different thing. A lot of different things to different people, I guess. Rebirth, redemption, light. Out in the country, he's gone. Farmer who helps all things pass, seasons and people both. He watches over the weak. Those gone. See imbalances made right. You can only see why all the copperless rowdies around here might take a liking to someone like that. He was real popular here for a time. These days you won't find too many worshiping the Aethys in the open. It's hard to know who still does it in private and who's given up. Feels like I'm the last one sometimes. If that's the case, he deserves all the mourning.
In my way. I don't suppose he expects me to show up at his temple these days. Not much left to do for him other than keep his memory alive and keep hoping that he's just been playing a joke on all of us these past 15 years.
You know, he hasn't said anything to anybody since Godhammer detonated. Well, if it turns out he's not dead, and I gave up on him, I'd have betrayed my god twice. Even the gods Of redemption gotta have standards. I'll be reborn as a fat Amaz horse. That's not really it though. Not all of it anyway. Guess more still believe in the things he believed in. I just hope his death doesn't mean the death of those things as well. Sometimes it looks like that.
Was his actions. Not when he started his rebellion, and not even when he took over Raed Saris. It was when he sent his armies into Deerwood.
At that point, he was sticking up for his people. That's what Aethys did. At least the gone part of him. Those farmers were starving and their government didn't lift a finger. Figured if it wasn't Aethys himself, at least he had the right idea. Then he sent armies across the border, even crossed it himself in the end. Or it was, he was chasing refugees that escaped the rebellion. Wanted to punish them and punish us for allowing them to live free here, live here. That just didn't fit for me. Those are the deeds of a vengeful god. Skane or Wodaka maybe. Or just a man who'd lost his sense. Still have trouble believing it. There's no one left to ask if it's true.
You sure you don't want to talk about something more pleasant? Like the War of Black Trees or the Legacy or something?
I had to protect you. The Saints' War was a hard time to be a Deerwooden. People thought it was the end of times. They talked big about how we were going to defeat a god. But I didn't think there was a man from here to the White March didn't think he was going to die. It does something to you, thinking you're going to die at someone else's hands. There's a rage that comes. Indignation. Imagine a whole country full of that. Might have been Cold Morn that started it. Town near the border. They let Wadewind march right on through. Rest of Deerwood cursed their names till the end of the war. Some say it was the Aethasians there that persuaded the town not to oppose the army. Others said it was just cowardice. It was like the legacy that way. No one knew the real reason, so they just picked whichever one best suited what they wanted to believe. Either way, that town was burning before the first ashes of Aethys hit the ground. It felt good to the people here to be in control after being so helpless. So the fire spread. A lot of us Aethasians went the way of our god.
Raised that way. My family's been Aethasian going way back. Suppose it wasn't much of a choice at first. Don't know for sure why my family started worshipping him. Probably because of Gon looking after folks like us.
It could just as well be that my ancestors did something so bad only Aethys could forgive. It'd explain a lot about where I got my less respectable traits.
There was something I genuinely liked about Aethys. Always. Like he understood people better than the other gods. Knew all our flaws and weaknesses and accepted us for that. Folks are at their worst when they're afraid. A god like Aethys, he made you realize there was nothing to fear. Made you a better person. Of course, he goes away for a few years, and look what happens. What's on your mind?
Okay, that's two guys down.
How may I help?
What's Aloth got to say? I'm gonna be at your service. How long were you in Gilded Vale? How much longer than you? As you saw, it was hardly the haven that has been advertised. But you're in charge here, and as far as I'm concerned, any place is better than Gilded Vale. No offense. I've been gone for more than a year now, but I suspect I always think of the forests and fields of Deer as home. With thousands of years of history and tradition behind us, there's a sense of dignity and responsibility that comes with that. Of course, there's baggage as well. Our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed here. People here are informal, hot-blooded, more attentive to insult than to duty. But as long as one avoids provocation, it's easy enough to get along. Got accustomed enough to keeping my thoughts to myself anyways.
What?
He had nothing to say. Thought I felt your eyes on me. Now come the words. That question I want to ask
If
you.
doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skidding your knuckles on the wrong door.
Why were we supposed to meet? That's why the why of it is you're a watcher. A watcher runs two roads of why. For me, it's more a matter of what. There was a time when I wouldn't have spared a thought for your words, or even bothered with you. But now, seeking out watchers is what I do, to put the truth to them. See which of the two ways they bend. Truth? What kind of truth? Either you're a dry field in need of a harvest burning, or you've lost in the darkness. Either way, you can see differently from others. I can tell by the way you notice the staff first off. Not many can see it at first, nor the etchings or the flame, but your eyes trace the path that I could see. The day we don't trade that question back and forth is the day our paths no longer need to be joined in the trial. The trial is done. Putting me on trial then? You know this nation is diseased. Don't need to be a watcher to see it in the children, the politics, the men that stalk the roads with knives in hands and murder in their eyes. This land needs life again, new seeds planted in the burned soil. Something tells me you can see the path to making that future happen, Watcher. Your kind always does. So then, we need to make sure you see truly now. This nation, its people, don't need any more lies binding them, nor do I. Test the truth, you don't blindly accept it. How do you plan to test me? Sharing the road, of course. One truth to match another. Matching each other's pace, keeping rhythm. Other priests can keep their teachings and rantings. For my faith, my teaching, sharing the road is a simple, hard truth. When you knock one truth against the leg of another, why? Both legs stand firm. But now, if you strike a lie at a knee with the same force, why, you make a cripple with but one leg to stand on. The road is young, and so are your words. The truth will win out. Keep pace and we'll see.
The cost of troubling me seems to worry you little. That's a curse that runs deeper. It's a god hammer of a different sort. And like the god hammer, it was made by men's hands.
All things have a price. Left unchecked, faithlessness, virtues. It leaves marks on souls, until souls don't have the strength to enter bodies that are pure. Animancers, ciphers, all who play games with the fabrics of souls are to blame for the barren field they leave behind. Even watchers can do the same. Some simply watch. Others try to weave souls, guide them as surely as Wadewind across Avowed. That is why I correct the Hollowborn when I find them, the ones whose hands have led to this seed being spilled on the ground.
There are fewer souls. There are more vessels. It is simply equaling of the process.
It doesn't bother you?
I feel more remorse in putting down a slathering hound. A wict? Less than a mongrel in its misery. Murder is a kindness, not a crime. Always has been. I would sooner put the blade to those who are to blame instead. If any spirit should be punished, it's theirs.
Who's to blame? Fields of the Darewood are filled with weakness, ripe for those that play with souls, minds, animancers and their kind, watchers too. They bear more of their burden than their victims and more of the punishment. Every year has seen a new crime. Saints' War, the Hollowborn, and the Salvation. There are few who can shape a soul in such fashion, and any watcher, any true watcher born in Deerwood, will be able to see the crime even if they did not cause it. Silence itself is damning. Well, you and me then.
Murder you? I would not grant you any of them. The mercy I grant the Hollowborn. You would not be deserving of it. Aethys was the god of rebirth, and his light does not fall on the Deerwood. I've heard some claim it's his doing, his death. It's closed the halls to new souls. I doubt it. The Hollowborn have their roots in the acts of men, women. I feel it.
Okay.
I'd be glad to.
I think that's everybody. My goodness.
I'm here.
Let's see. Some exploring to do for a little bit.
I shall be discreet.
Those sneaks. I want to see if there's any secrets rummaging around back here. You never know. Little storehouse back here. Interesting. Doesn't look like there's anything to do with the storehouse. Okay. Back to the front gates we go. Now that I don't have to read dialogue for a little while. Where to go, except for in.
Once more through the gates. With more success this time, I hope.
I shall be discreet.
Okay. Oh, I need to edit my custom. You're gonna go up here because you two can do this. I think this is how we want to do this pattern. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Following your lead.
I don't know how chanters work. Churches spend most of their time in combat. Produce different effects. There's one phrase and its effects will linger, overlapping the effects of the next phrase. When a chant reaches the end of its final phrase, it will loop back to the beginning. Effect. Ah. That's cool. Okay.
Aye?
Stand together!
Start with, attacking everything.
Yes?
Hey.
What?
Aye?
That's for my friend!
Tend to the priest!
Did not realize the beast was taking all that aggro.
I'm here.
And what does the flame reveal?
Okay, let me actually alter this to bring. Let's do this number. Let me do this. Bring you here, like that.
Yes?
Yeah. Okay.
How may I help?
Drop that on the.
Hey.
Try to see if you knock that guy down.
Yes?
And
Aye?
These uns are in for a walloping!
that worked.
Let's see what lies this
Let's keep going around. See what else is out here.
Stand
Just
together.
a little this. Kill him pretty easily. Okay. That's everything over here.
Leave our village! We've done nothing to you!
Okay. Go talk to
You
him.
can't do this!
Jeez. Social. Do
This is
what?
our village! Our home! The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all. Have mercy, soldier! Our warriors have all gone. You can't burn us all because of them.
Okay.
I'm here.
Interesting.
Crave thou Philothelie. Crave thou Philothelie.
Well, let's die so quickly.
I'm
You
here.
good there, fam? Attack the shadow.
What?
That shadow as well.
Yes?
You attack the will-o-wisp.
Following your lead.
You attack the will-o-wisp.
How may I help?
You attack the shadow. Actually, you go ahead and cast that. Boom.
I'm here.
You attack that shadow.
How may I help?
Following your lead.
Not bad, not bad.
Certainly.
Hello? Hello?
Let's see if there's anything worthwhile out in here. I'd like to check everything. How much for exploring? Actually, surprisingly decent amount. And
Stand together!
Thou Philothelie.
How may I help? I?
Yes?
Following your lead.
Hey,
Mr.
What?
Priest is about to die. Oh, he's stunned, that's why.
I?
Cast this here.
Following your lead.
I'm here.
I?
Following your lead.
Okay, they're all dead. Alright, this guy's got very low HP now.
I'm here.
It's not great, which means I'm probably gonna need to rest up pretty soon.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay, so that's likely where I need to go. I want to see if there's anything else. Is there like an actual doorway over here? It is a doorway. Ah, I don't want to be in here yet, actually. I want to go check that little building out first. See what's in Bright Hollow. So there's like Eastern Ramparts or whatever over here. Oh, can I actually leave out this way, or is this like all blocked up? It's all blocked up. Okay. Go check out Bright Hollow before I go into the castle. save for that. Oh well. It's fine.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Okay, nothing in here, nothing in here. Go to the other side, see if there's anything right there. Nothing. Doesn't look like it. I guess it's a pretty small area actually. So I can't go upstairs. There's okay. So there's nothing here. That's boring. I'm assuming it's like I can come back there to do something else later. Real quick. See what's in here.
Margren's fire cast light.
Do you think
in
he'd be
dark
mad if we sat in his chair? I mean, he doesn't have to know.
One-handed bat. Interesting. That might be good to get this guy. I'm not sure. It's a little bit. Looks like it's a little bit better. Well. Oh wait, that's super good against the spirits. That. I actually will probably give that to him. Oh, and I can enchant it. I can get burn damage? Heck yeah. Okay, give that to him. That's gonna be your weapon for now. Burning anti-spirit weapon. That sounds pretty good. Okay.
Hey,
You go attack that phantom. There, you go attack that shadow. Okay.
Yes?
And shoot that phantom.
Yes?
Yes. That. Guess it again.
What?
Guess that. Knocked out.
I'm here.
Yes?
These ones are in for a walloping!
Yes?
hey.
Oh, he's like almost dead.
Aye?
Cast
Here
that.
we've lost the angry one!
Curses!
Okay, I'm gonna have to rest now, I suppose. Let's save. Ugh, okay, let me walk back outside. And then I should be able to rest, right? You guys don't get anything. Need damage reduction, need damage reduction. Let's see, let's grab that. Racial bonus against. Yeah. Some health back for everybody.
Not a sound.
Okay. through here.
That's
What?
Yes?
Second.
for my friends.
Not too bad.
Hello? Hello?
Okay. Just things to kill. Obviously, I've gotta be pretty dang close to leveling up at this point. Let's see. To come to the end of the Great Hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from a grand throne wrought out of marble. Its masterful artistry out of place amidst the castle's more practical stonework. The pale face of a woman is carved above the throne, backing, watching over the room with hollow eyes. At your approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through some air.
Another watcher
Watcher.
in Cadnua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance. As am I. If you should happen to find him, I would be glad to know of it. Each day his absence brings new dust to my halls, new cracks to my stones. It's shameful is what it is. The Earl would never have let it come to this. You are free to search for him here. I will unbar the way. Not as a land is its lord's, more as a child is its mother's. This castle was my design, you see. The Earl appointed me to do it. I was getting on in years. I knew it would be my only chance to build something magnificent. When it was built, I couldn't bring myself to part from it, to go back to my lonely home. I begged the Earl to let me stay, to take care of it. It was all I wanted, and he granted it. Years later, when Bereth's usher finally came calling, I begged the Earl to find a way to let me remain, and so he did. Not as a land is its law. When it was built, I couldn't bring myself to part from it. He was a great man. He came here one day, young with long hair and polished armor, and he banished the dark things that had come to lurk in this place after centuries of neglect. He could see the beauty of this place, the way it had been, so he claimed it for his own when no one else would take it. We worked together to restore it. But he began to grow distant some time ago. He never told me why. He retreated deeper and deeper into the keep, never leaving, sending servants for food, hiding himself from my sight. The restoration stopped. Now, to look at the place, you'd never know the progress we'd made. In most places, it's worse than it ever was. And all I can do is watch it crumble around me. I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind. Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins, one of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place. The Earl of Yenwood, the original in fact when Deerwood was a colony. He found this site, the only ruin Ere Glanfarth refused to defend, and he believed its wealth would be great. The keep was his way of defending his family's claim, and that claim became his obsession. He had to know what lay beneath. He devoted his life to excavating the ruins below the keep. They had been sealed with rock and soil. Deliberately, it would seem. Years passed, and with them the Earl. He dug his entire life and never found what he sought. His obsession became his sons and his sons' sons. And one day, that young Earl broke through. An endless maze, incomprehensible in its construction. But he would never come to learn more than that. Vile things had taken residence there, vile and dangerous. They poured up through the keep and slew its residents, the Earl among them. After that, the keep remained abandoned, unused, wasted. Meowall's mastery of this place was the first hope I'd had in 200 years. How I've longed to see it as it once was. I can only guess why all this has happened. I fear I've wronged the gods putting this place here, and they've doomed me to watch it wear away into dust. To witness my own folly. Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
Okay. Thanks, Mr. Statue, or Lady Statue, wherever you are. Let me go upstairs.
Nice and quiet.
See what's up here first before I go deep into the crypt. Assume this is like the stronghold you get or whatever. You can like rebuild this whole place. That's why there's all these like areas that don't really have anything in them that are part of it.
Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
No complaints. Teach vegetables if you want to grow strong and be a real soldier one day. They're important people.
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
Tell me what happened to my father.
Before you were born, the Glanfathans attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Adra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them. That's why you'll be a soldier one day, to protect and to avenge. Why don't you go back out and play? I'll finish up here.
Okay.
And what does the flame reveal?
That is a lot of spiders.
Aye?
Following your lead.
Yes?
Hey.
That will get through.
How may I help?
Yes?
Hey.
I'm here.
What?
Stand together! Certainly.
New orders, Lieutenant. Ready your squad.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Like this kind of guy. It's pretty cool. Okay, well, that's clearly the way I'm supposed to go. Let's see what's over here first. I was searching the corners of everything. I don't miss any goods. A lot of enemies in this area. And they're all like spiralings, but a lot of them.
I can do that.
We'll take those farmers by
That's
surprise. Almost time. Di and Heather scouted the village last night. They're rounding up the rest of the party now. Don't worry. Everyone remembers the raid was your idea. The Rio had to go along with it after you'd gotten the rest of the clan riled up. No one once had said that the Nine Claws were too cowardly to stand with the rest of the tribe when the foreigners desecrated our ruins.
That's clever. Trying to support the community first. By the time you approach the Rio, they had no choice but to support us. No doubt you'll join their ranks one day, so long as no farmer's pitchfork fails you
The
tonight.
tribes need more leaders like you. Women who value deeds over words. You were right. We were too soft when the foreigners first came, and now they humiliate us. We'll be soft no more, and the invaders will learn to leave us alone once and for all.
Okay.
I shall be discreet.
Oh, what did I just discover?
No. Keep away from us. Leave us!
Maybe we should come back later?
Chip is having an argument. All at once he stops shaking, a sudden calmness falling over him. His head tilts forward slightly and he looks you dead in the eye, like a cornered animal about to pounce. His voice turns suddenly
Mayor
rough.
Wald isn't here, and he isn't fooled. He has sent for no callers. Be gone, deceiving spirit!
Mayor Wald will speak with you, but you will maintain your distance, or you'll have me to answer to. Come to speak to Mayor Wald? Mayor Wald, whose touch is poison? Mayor Wald, who knows not his effect?
I was told I'm a watcher and that you could tell me more about it.
A window. Window to the ether, where spirits dwell. Peer and reach into it. Speak and listen through it. A watcher sees souls, reads them, knows their pasts, souls of the living, souls of the dead, an empath, and the souls see them back. Used it to help beings in both realms, did I? What the gods wanted of me. The gods put me in the world for vengeance, and I obliged.
It was the gods' wishes that we protect those lands. My way was the only way to remove the foreigners.
Little I knew. No! No! Forgive me! Forgive me! Lost? No. Found more of it. Too much. Too much to bear. An awakening. Something reminds. Memories stirred. Memories before birth. Other bodies. Other times. Memory. Personality. Identity. Any might resurface. Or all. Ghosts of the mind. Meowald has lost control. Meowald's body no more. Spirits and not spirits. Always whispering to Meowald, reminding him of his mistakes. No sleep. Watchers see memories before them, form them from the essence of their own souls. Once Meowald awakened, he could not make them leave. Gave them more form, not less. Troubled memories, angry memories, pulling Meowald back, reminding him his mistakes. Marauder and soldier, soldier and marauder, how could they know? My fault. All my fault. Soldier and marauder, soldier and marauder and Meowald. No forgiveness for what's past. No undoing what's done. No sleep. No sleep for the Watcher. War there was all around. War of stone, war of tree.
Fought back to back a long time ago. Broken Stone War, the War of Black Trees. The usual conflict between locals and settlers getting out of hand. Both of them. Some folks are still mad about what one side did to the other.
Death we brought to the settler men. We, the 9 claws. Claws of 9. Worse what we did to the women. For love of the gods. The gods' love. For their love.
Hold her down. Head her. Give this Addy a bitch an air that belongs in Air Glodfath.
Those marks will never heal. This trial has broken him, but better than to live in weakness. Your time. It's over now. It was long ago.
The boy.
When you're ready.
The boy. The baby boy. The boy. Conceived in the raid. Conceived by force. Vessel for marauder. Slain in the raid. Marauder and the boy. Marauder and soldier.
Baby conceived by the raid? What do you mean? Was it a... What do you mean it was a vessel
For the
form?
soul. Marauder's soul. Same soul. One soul. Boy's soul. Marauder's soul. Raised in lies and vengeance. Raised to soldier. Raised for the fire. Born for the fire.
You'll get no pity from me. The crimes of the 9 Claws clan in the last war are still unavenged. But the gods are just. They have led me here. In my father's name, every one of you will burn. Light it.
His own, why not? They have been wicked and earned their punishment. He is weak of mind and soul. See him cower before the flame. That should give you the measure of it.
Soldier and marauder. Lies and vengeance. And dead villages. All dead. All dead. What for? What for? How little we know. Fragmented our memories. Stuck in time. Mindless, cruel. Never far. Oh, no, 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 no. You too. You too.
Poor man. Poor man.
They will take you too.
Told you a watch is not to be trusted. What's to be expected when one makes a habit of seeing what's not meant for mortal eyes? Not madness. Odds if not madness. Looks as though our journey together may be a short one.
So fragile the Watcher's mind. So real his memories. Once awakened, how can he sleep? You were reminded of it. Strong memories, lingering lives, they dwell near the surface, waiting to be remembered, waiting to take your mind for their own. Meyerwald sat at his hearth and watched his fire, watched the wood burn. Then came the memory of another fire and burning wood and screams.
Some way to make this
No.
go away.
Always there, always remembered. Can't forget, can't unsee.
Didn't just remember. Someone caused us. They wore masks, spoke of books and keys and a queen. There was a man there. Seemed familiar to me.
Keys of lead,
Yeah.
books of burden,
Leaden
queens
key.
that were. Known to me are they, the leaden key.
What are they, like, freaking, Boudica worshippers? Yes, they certainly keep busy. What can you tell me about this leaden key?
Secrets, secrets, and deceptions, and schemes. Who knows their answers? Not they. Not they. Crossed them before. Hatred of Watchers, hatred and fear. Much we see. Threat to secrets.
Who's this queen they bring to?
Boudica.
Yep.
Goddess. Crown shattered and body burned.
All my homies hate Boudica.
Binder of oaths and grudge holder. Bearer of justice. But whose? Many secrets do they keep. Unawakened? Mayhap. Who else if not they? City of Defiance, never far from the Queen. Sleep well. Sleep.
Hold! I know your will die. Your actions were seen. You would sooner betray us to the Adir land thieves than take orders from me. Your betrayal is for nothing. Your warnings are lost on these foreigners, and their blood will be Gallowayne's tribute this night. I have asked the elders for the honor of claiming your head as my first trophy, and they have granted it. Beg for the Seeker God to grant you a quick death.
Dang. Didn't want to fight this guy, but okay. If
How
you
may I
say
help?
so.
Yes?
Hey, how may I help?
Age, let's see. Ultra crashed. That on that guy.
What? Following your lead.
Mr. Priest, you're going to cast Holy Meditation. Blessing.
Following your lead.
Normal things.
I?
Caster.
Words.
What the freak just happened? Okay, here, see if you can get her out of attack. You try to see if you can knock him down.
How may I help?
Priest, what else we got? What do we got? What do we got? Fix the eyes in the affected area. Let's hit that up.
I?
Cast this.
Yes?
You're still trying
I'm
to
here.
step up. Let's hit that.
What?
You. Store light endurance.
Following your lead.
Past this.
Owen, Ixie, son! What?
Aye?
Where are you going? Stuff game feels you so more breathable, and so yielding to a conquering invader. Mirwold's body lies inert. You can feel his soul lingering there, uncertain. There's something unique about this soul in this place, a bond formed in decades of inhabitants and lordship that feels somehow palpable to you. As though even in death, the keep knows its former master. The former master remembers his keep. Speaker to the restless. In your mind's eye, the bond seems to use a frayed rope, ghastly and alive. Its frayed ends writhing like tide pool anemones, and you find that if you concentrate on it, you have the ability to manipulate its strands. Like, part of me wants to, repair the rope, like, in place, but also he's clearly kind of mad. I don't think that's a great idea. I think I sever the rope. Strand by strand, the connections fly apart like the overstressed strings of some ethereal instrument. With the tearing of the final string, the rope becomes liquid and dissolves from your awareness. Mirwald's soul hovers near you, a vortex of strife and discord. There is something else there beneath it. Something like relief. His soul passes through one of the walls and is gone. Another grimoire to give to homie over here. What does this dude's grimoire contain? Oh, it's got a level 3 spell? Give that sucker down. Got a level 3 fireball. Yeah, you can learn fireball. High chance. Spellcaster, Spirit Shield. I don't really want to spend more money learning spells right now. But that's cool. Okay. Does that mean I can give this level 3 one? Yeah. Don't know if he can even use level 3 spells yet, but hey, at least he has it.
That's settled. I can do that. That's settled.
Lockpick everything, I suppose. Alright.
Yes?
Up there for now. Alright, well, yeah, thanks again for watching. I'll probably be back tomorrow to play some more. Hopefully, I'll see you guys then.